Simone, your husband, something is not right. Something is not right, girl. Sister, you better check your husband. Something is not right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Simply Faye and I hope you like your stay here. Today we're gonna be reacting to some of my favorite take on the recent Simone Bile and her husband fiasco. In a nutshell, Simone Bile and her husband went to this interview and he basically said he didn't know who he was. So this obviously is ridiculous. It's crazy, right? Because like I literally came from Africa and I talked to some of my relatives back in Africa and they've heard of Simone Bile. They have heard of this girl. So if some people in the remote villages of Africa know who Simone is, and you are in America, you play sports, you are in the same industry, and you are saying, I don't know who this amazing, the most decorated gymnast of all time. I didn't even know her. Who? I didn't even. So of course, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous statement. Okay? Of course, this inspired a wave of response from the internet. Everybody and their mom reacted to this. So this video is just me reacting to some of my favorite takes on this Simone Bile fiasco. So let's start with the first one.
So Simone Biles heard what you all said about her husband, about him saying that he's the prize and he's the catch, and she wants you to know this. She says, call me Jonathan Owen's wife. Simone, we love you too much to do that. We're not going to let you dim your light so that his can shine. You are a 4-time gold medalist. You are the most decorated Olympian in history. We are not going to let this man and his fragile ego make you diminish your accomplishments that has taken you a whole lifetime to build. No, ma'am. And to be truthful with you, if he really respected you, he wouldn't even want you to do that. You've worked your whole life to get here. And if he can't stand by your side proudly with your accomplishments, then that's the bigger issue here. I hate to compare, but girl, I have to. Alexis Ohanian, Serena Williams' husband, refers to himself as the husband of the GOAT. That man is a billionaire, co-founder of Reddit, and he still is like, do you know who I'm married to? That's how they should be. Russell Wilson, and like I said, not too much on Sierra, but the way he brags about her, you would think she out here putting out Michael Jackson numbers. She's not. But a man should be that kind of proud of his wife and her accomplishments.
I absolutely agree. This is a fantastic take. This lady has worked hard. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of concentration, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of effort. We all could live 5 times, 50 times over, and we won't be able to achieve what Simone has achieved. This is not something we can just gloss over, right? And just say, oh, she's a little gymnast. She's all right, I didn't even know, she just did a little something. Like, this is a big deal. And I think that we are all justified to react like how we are reacting. Like, this is your wife. We are all so proud of her. We are also in awe of her. You should be at the forefront. Like, yo, this lady, like, I couldn't believe that she messaged me first. And for some, I heard that also, like, she went to the first date. Like, she drove to him for 2 hours for the date. And also Raya is a website where a lot of celebrities date. So if someone matches with you and you truly don't know them, you are just gonna Google them, right? It's very simple. Then you're gonna see their achievement and you'll be like, oh damn, like I have to approach this a little bit more respectfully. And I just think that it's the attitude of, I just didn't know who she was. Then did you Google her then?
Basically, her husband they both did a podcast or interview, and he basically told her, basically said that he didn't know who she was. He didn't know who she was when they first started, talking. Like, he didn't know who she was, nothing to that degree. Just go look it up, because it's like, there's so much more. But I just want to give my little 2 cents about this whole thing. First things first, I love Simone. If she wants to stand by man, stand by your man, Simone. I see you. But the public's reaction is very valid, because it's like, first of all, you and your man going to interview, podcast, whatever it was. Your man plays in your face, in 3 grown men's face, and said basically he was the catch. He didn't know who you were. You were persistent. You went to him. You wanted him. He wasn't really checking for you. He was the catch. That's when the public's like, hold up. You're not really the catch. We don't know who you are. She's the catch. This is the big fish. You're just him. You're just Ken. She's Barbie. You're Ken. That's the public reaction. Because now it's like, girl, this man is playing in your face, telling these grown men that he's sitting in front of on this interview with you in your face, I don't know who she was. I'm the catch. It's me. When really, she's the catch. Simone's the catch. Simone is a Olympic medalist. Gold medalist at that. It's giving embarrassment. But if Simone wants to stand by her man, stand by your man. But stand by your man in silent. Because the public is looking at you real crazy. Looking at him real crazy. Looking at you crazy too. Because it's like, girl, your man playing in your face. Your man saying that he don't know you. Or he didn't even know who you was. And the fact that y'all were on a exclusive dating app, Raya, for celebrities, and he didn't know who you was, it's just, stand by your man, Simone, okay?
Simone saw the outrage of everybody, and she saw like people talking about this, making video response, and she's just like, are you done yet? Like, I'm not even bothered about this. Of course, like, she is entitled to feel how she feels about it, but also the public is entitled to feel to respond to how they feel about it. Because obviously, she's not just a gymnast, like a local gymnast. Like, she represents the whole nation. She's not just like a local nobody. The whole thing about the way he said, like, I didn't even know who she was, it did give up the impression, right, that he's the prize, okay? He's the prize, and well, I don't agree that that's what he really meant, but that's how it came across. I don't really know this man in full detail to actually say he meant that he was the prize. Like, he's the prize in this relationship. I think it's such a small clip to give a big conclusion to if he really meant that he's the prize, or she's the prize, or the prize conversation. I do think that we are using a very small clip to magnify.
You know what? In a couple years, nobody is going to call him Simone Biles' husband. They'll call me Jonathan Owen's wife.
Speaking of,
No, we won't. no, we won't.
See, I think this is where I think Simone lost me. Okay, she lost me at that. I'm not saying her husband is not gonna be successful or, make it big, but for now, she's bigger than him. And I'm happy for her that she believes in a man, that he can make it big, right? But no matter how big it gets, she's never gonna take away her accomplishments. Simone will always stand by her accomplishment. If you look at Serena Williams' husband, this man is, I don't know if he's a billionaire, actually. He owns a whole platform called Reddit, or he used to own. I don't know how it works. And he still is referred to as her husband. And even with all that, we still call him Serena Williams' husband. She's a god. She is a god, and all by herself. She's got a crown all by herself. Nobody can take away that crown from her. I'm happy for her that she believes in her husband, but he can never take away your accomplishments, and will always call Simone a god, the most decorated gymnast of all time. That is never gonna change.
Instead of us being upset by Simone Biles' husband, we should be more upset why so many successful black women keep picking and dating men that don't like them. And I think this is the case because we're starting to see a shift. Instead of successful men, we're starting to see successful women, especially successful black women. And in a society where patriarchy rules and says that men is on top, when you start getting married and people start calling you your wife's husband instead of the husband's wife, that switch is going to be a blow to the ego.
I have to agree with her that as we see more and more women becoming successful in all their fields, becoming more popular, becoming gods, becoming legends, okay? You're gonna have to be ready to be able to take on the fact that I'm dating a successful woman. I am dating a woman that is probably gonna be more successful than I will ever dream of becoming. And we've already seen a few marriages already breaking down because the wife is becoming more successful than them. I understand, like, black women are very romantic. They still want that love, and they think that money doesn't matter, success doesn't matter. I just want a man that love me. But I feel like it's blowing up in our faces right now as black women all across the world. We really need to make sure that the men that we're gonna marry, if we are gonna be successful or if we're successful, they won't be jealous of our success.
Okay, so the whole Simone Biles situation has definitely made me realize two things that I think more of us need to understand. Okay, so I think the first thing is that we do not know these people in real life, and I feel like this whole situation makes me laugh because people are really shocked, and I'm like, why are you shocked? They are literally like everyone else. Like, they move just like we do. I think the idea of people thinking celebrities are any different than us, I think that's where you that's where you get caught up in all of this, drama, and think like, oh my gosh, how could they possibly do this? They are like everyone else. And I think the second one is people trying to tell Simone Biles that, oh, her husband don't like her, that her husband is embarrassing her. I think everyone's forgotten, a lot of women, say that, oh, I could never date a man that's, disrespectful. I could never date a man that can't hype me up. I could never date a man that, can't text me first, doesn't call or set up the dates. But you forget there are many women who are doing that. There are many women who call men first, many women who pay for dates, who will drive hours to see a man for a first date, all the dates even, pay for it themselves, and they're still living. They're still with their partners. I think a lot of people forget not everyone has these strict non-negotiables. Like, people are actually willing to compromise and willing to make exceptions for people they really want.
I have to agree with Mary. Not everybody has these ridiculous high standards that we have. Everybody's different, and everybody values different things. And so, like, the internet is, we're all like, oh, Simone, you have to, like, you get with a man that sees you as the prize. And she's like, bro, I don't even care. He's good company. He makes me laugh. And that's it. That's all I want. So sometimes we need to stop projecting with our high standards. Not everybody is gonna want what you want, okay? And sometimes it may be hard to even understand these women that have made it and are so successful. They probably live a different life than we do, and they probably see the situation in a different way than we do. She might not have these strict high standards. For example, like the fact that she drove 2 hours to see this man. That would never be me, okay? No matter how fine or rich you are. I actually say, if you're not able to come to my city, then we can't be together. Yeah, we can't be together. No, you cannot fly me out on my first meeting with you. No, you cannot buy my train ticket. You are not doing that. You need to come to me. Okay, you need to come to me, make the effort and make the time. Also, a lot of women on internet, they be saying all these things like, oh, I could never be with someone like this. Some people just like talking, right? I know people with men that ain't shit, okay? They're not treating them well. But before they met this man, they'd be like, I could never let a man do this to me. I want this, that. These are my standards. Okay, he has to do this, that. He has to treat me like this. That I would never settle for that. But if you look at their lifestyle now, they settled for that man that they said they would never settle for. Whether it's because of love or timing or whatever it is, they ended up being with the person that said they will never be with. Okay, so yes, a lot of these reactions on TikTok and online, a lot of women are like, I would never be with a man that doesn't treat me like the prize. But who are you dating, sis? Who are you dating? Who's your boyfriend? Okay, who's your boyfriend? Did you not drive to that man for your first date? Huh? You didn't drive? Did you not drive to his house? Did you not take a train to the other city for your first date? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Some people are just talking for the sake of talking, but they don't walk the walk. I don't think all the response to Simone is valid. I think that some people are just creating noise. And just because they're not the ones in the situations, they're just finding something to say about the situation. Because sis, if we're really serious and we were to look at your dating history, it would tell us otherwise.
As a community, you guys have to stop trying to tell these women about their ain't shit boyfriends and ain't shit husbands, because they know. They know. These aren't isolated events. They actually find humor in their ain't shit husbands and boyfriends. Oh my God, like, the kids won't eat unless I cook. The kids won't get changed unless I change a diaper. Oh my God. Like, they find that quirky, that their husband's a lazy piece of shit.
We are all outraged. We are all surprised. We're like, Simone, your husband, something is not right. Something is not right, girl. Sister, you better check your husband. Something is not right. But she's like, my husband is fine, okay? You lot are overreacting. Calm your shit down. Calm down. My husband is fine. I'm happy, okay? So, who's looking like a fool now? Who's looking like a mumu? Who's looking like Bobo the Fool? Who's looking like a stupid mango? We are.
Babe, do you know who Simone Biles is?
She's the Olympic gymnast, right?
Yeah, do you know who her husband is?
I didn't even know she was married.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
Yeah, she's a gymnast, an Olympic gymnast.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
Yeah. Who? She's the best female gymnast ever.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
Yes, I do.
Who is she?
She's a gymnast.
You watch gymnastics or you just know about her?
I just know about her through her highlights.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
Yeah, an Olympic person.
Yeah. What'd she do?
Gymnastics.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
The GOAT? Be so for real. Who doesn't know who Simone Biles is?
Her own husband.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
What?
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
Olympic gymnast, I think?
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
The Olympian? Yeah.
Babe, do you know who Simone Biles is?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know who Simone Biles is? Yeah, you mean like the most decorated Olympian of all time?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know who her husband is?
She has a husband?
Okay, quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who Simone Biles is?
Yes.
Do you know who her husband is?
She has a husband? Who's her husband? Seriously, who's it?
I feel like this was so funny. I really love this video. Like, we don't know this man. We don't know you, okay? We don't know you, but we know who Simone is.
I knew y'all was out of y'all mind when y'all tried to play in this man's face like he was a downgrade for her to end up with. I don't care if he don't make as much money as her. For you to think that he's a downgrade, you out of your mind with the type of men that y'all out here choosing. Let's go down this man's resume. He's fine, he ain't have no kids, and he's a pro athlete. Like I said, I don't care if he don't make enough money that you deem to be acceptable. He make more money than the men that you've ever dealt with. So you really don't even need to be in his pockets because his pockets is bigger than any man that you've probably ever been associated with, right? So to be somewhere acting like he not a catch, to make it seem like he wouldn't be the type of man that most women would be seeking after is crazy. But again, on the internet, y'all can act as if these people ain't who they are or that you too good to want them. But the reality is you not. See, a girl like me will never fall for the games that y'all women play online. You know why? Because I got brothers and I done had too many homeboys. I done seen how pathetic and down bad most of y'all be when it comes to men, right? I done seen how low you will dig when it comes to just having a man. I done seen what low bottom trash you will pull just to say you got a man. So to sit on your high horse online and act as if this man would be a bad choice when you've never had a man half of his caliber even look your way is out of control. But that is the delusion that the internet has created. This is a man that half of y'all could never pull. He would never look your way. He would never give you the time of day. And somehow you can sit online and critique him and say what Simone Biles shouldn't have done.
I always like her takes because she always gives another perspective to a situation or another angle I had not considered before. And out of everybody, she's the only one I saw giving this kind of take on this topic. I do agree on the fact that, of course, this is no, and you know, Simone's husband plays some, I don't know, football, and of course he's got his money. You know, he's not a regular man. It's not like she took a regular person off the street. Like, he's not just a regular diggler. Like, he's not Tyrone from down the road. Like, we can say everything, but this man is a good-looking chap, okay? He's a good-looking man with no kids. He's tall, okay? He's tall, and he's got a good career. And with the way things are going and the hate that he got, he probably is going to become more famous, more popular. She got with the best man for her. And I do agree that, you know, that caliber of man, not everybody has access to that, okay? We can all say what we want to say in this internet, on this Beyonce's internet, but we're not all gonna get that kind of guy. So I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think. See you in the next video. Bye.